50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and together with my friend Sam Garlep, we're reading every chapter of my Harry Potter fanfiction that I wrote when I was 13. This is book 5 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Seven Servants. Everyone, welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys of Fanfiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. Sam Garlep is here.
And I'm a fan of fiction and podcasts.
Hey, that was a good one. You know, let's dive into the mind of a genius here, because I always do think, you know what, we've never formally said this, but I always do think, like, I do my bit. Hello, Morris, and the whole time I'm like, what's Sam really going to say? And to be honest, there were a few weeks, years and years ago where I was worried because I think you did 2 in a row of something around that. And now I just feel like every week we do this, you've just got something lined up. No, you just think of it so quickly.
No, the whole time you're doing the intro, I'm also thinking, I wonder what the hell's Sam going to say here? Oh no, I'm Sam. What am I going to say?
Well, you nailed it every time. We were just chatting on Patreon, by the way, for full videos on Spotify. And obviously the videos aren't like, they were just shooting it on a Sony digital camera. So it's like, it feels very retro, which maybe is good for the Harry Potter era. But talking on Patreon about how we've just flipped. There's no TV behind us anymore, which has certainly been a journey over the last few weeks.
It has actually. It seemed like a really good idea at the time, but maybe we need to like turn the brightness down on that, and that would have a better camera or something.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy.
We talked last week about shapes.
Yes.
Vegemite shapes.
Go cheddar.
I think I've got to get you to taste a Vegemite shape.
True, you saved some for me because I never ended up tasting them last week. Let's take a little look and see. Hang on a second. You've just pulled out just a tub of Vegemite. Oh, you dickhead. So I didn't realize Vegemite shapes were a thing, but Sam...
Little joke,
He got a box of Savoys and a tub of Vegemite, but then he actually does have Vegemite shapes, which, if I'm not mistaken, because the thing about shapes, by the way, for international listeners, is every flavor of shape is a different shape, right? Is that right? Like, so you've got...
That's correct.
So savory is like a rhombus, and pizza is a hexagon, but funnily enough, it looks like Vegemite shapes are in the shape of the country of Australia.
Yes.
The mainland Australia.
You know what? And you know what's a bit of fun? There's also some Tasmania bits.
There is not Tasmania bits.
You've got shapes,
Wow.
Australia shapes.
I was just thinking, like, there's no Tasmania there, but there are Tasmania shapes. All right. Now, let me try one of these Vegemite shapes. This is not sponsored.
Okay.
Okay. Just getting the full flavor profile. You know what? I quite like that.
Yes.
You know why? It's simple.
Okay.
It's simple.
Yeah. These are in a way they are savory.
This tastes a lot like a savory shape.
You get a bit more flavor in it, and
with a bit more flavor.
So, look at that.
So if I wanted
I've got a piece of. Oh no, that's a half. I've got Western Australia with. I'm
going to be honest. I don't like the shape being in Australia because it's not a natural shape. So it's strange to chew and put in your mouth. But I'm enjoying it.
I'm trying to find you a Tassie.
Sam's just looking for a piece
Have a Tassie.
Wow.
Tasmania.
And I got to say, though, proportionately, the Tasmania is not in proportion. I thought they were going to be proportional pieces. Because the Tasmania piece is the size of the Australia piece.
Yeah, it's... If Tasmania was that big... you're not going to eat Tassie.
No, because we're doing a podcast. So I didn't think I should keep eating.
Yeah, no,
I do want more, though, because I do like it.
Well...
So
okay, well, then to all our Tasmanian listeners, Mike hates Tasmania.
Yep, that's it.
Thinks you shouldn't exist.
Now, Sam, Anything you want to bring? Because I've got something to wow the listeners. Is there anything while I have this Tasmania shape, is there anything you want to bring?
Mel, and this is this funny thing that happened to Mel and I when we were last at the airport. I don't know why I keep thinking of this.
When was that?
Oh, not too long ago. Sorry, this screen continues to change in front of us, even though we've changed ways. Okay, we're walking the airport, and you see sometimes you see someone famous, sometimes you don't. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, I don't know. This person was walking past, and I'm a football fan.
Brad Pitt.
No.
Okay.
No, it was close though. No, it was Heath Shaw, who used to play AFL football for Collingwood and the GWS Giants.
Sure.
Yeah,
sorry.
Son of
SURE.
Son of Tony Shaw, brother of Reese.
Okay.
They also played football.
Okay.
Anyway, not that. Look, no offense to Heath Shaw, not that big a deal. I was like, oh, Heath Shaw just walked past us. Mel thinking, I'm like, yeah, like that's kind of significant. Mel goes,
to be fair, footy players, they're at the airport a lot.
Yeah.
They play footy. They got to travel around the country.
Like, Heath Shaw just walked past us. Mel goes, what? I'm like, what? Yeah.
I know where this is going, I think.
Just stop. I'm like, hey, yeah, she's like, what? He's walked past us. I'm like, yes, Heath Shaw. Heath Shaw, yes. She goes, wait, who is that again? I'm like, he played for Collingwood and the Giants. And she goes, oh.
Can I say it?
No.
Okay, you say
it. I thought you meant Heath Ledger. Yeah. And I'm like,
the more... Like Heath Ledger, of course, one of Australia's biggest exports, sadly passed away. Most famously, probably at the peak of his career, played the Joker in The Dark Knight, who has been dead for a very long time.
Dead for
15 years,
more.
I'd say. Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, who's dead? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yes, wouldn't you thought I'd be more shocked that
if he was walking?
And actually, I thought you would be more. Even Mel was quite shocked, but I still thought, if he was dead, you'd be even more shocked.
Because it was sort of like, what? Really? He walked by? It's like,
wow.
when Jesus came back, allegedly, people weren't like, people weren't like, is that Jesus over there? They would have been like, what? We were all there at your crucifixion. Yeah. We all saw it, man.
Although that was that's only 3 days later. Some people wouldn't have heard about it then. Like, oh my, that's Jesus. You're like, yeah. Like, he died on Friday.
They'd be like, people were saying you died. Obviously, they were lying.
No, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he died.
You did, mate. Sure.
Okay. Well, we've all had a big night before.
Yeah, because
that's the last supper I'll ever have. You know what I mean? You always say it'll be your last supper, and the next week gets a Friday afternoon.
Invites you and the boys around, and you're back at it again. You end up in a cave.
Exactly. Jesus wept.
Wow, that's a really short sentence. Jesus wept. Because they say that's the shortest sentence ever.
What?
Shortest written sentence in any book is Jesus wept.
I've never heard that.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was why that was famous.
Jesus wept.
Yeah. It's like an example of a 2-word sentence that's structurally sound. Because wept is the verb and Jesus is the noun. Every sentence has to have a verb.
What about it is?
Yeah, is a verb and it... Sorry, is a verb and it is a noun.
Yeah, so isn't that a shorter sentence?
Yeah, but it's an example of a 2-word sentence, which is the shortest possible a sentence can be.
Yes.
It is. That is really funny. She thought Heath Ledger walked past and he was dead.
And then I'd be like, oh, hey, Heath Ledger just walked past.
Do you think that's funny that as soon as you had Heath Shaw, I'm like, I bet you Heath Ledger comes into this.
Yeah.
He's the other famous Heath. It's not a common name. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
That is crazy.
So that's just something that happened.
That is really wow. That is wow factor, Sam. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't have my next thing, you would have won the wow factor prize today. Because as you guys know, there has been a long running thread on this show, getting to the true truth, the truest of truths about why Sam Garlip was not cast as Jean Valjean in the 2010 production at St. Kevin's of Les Miserables.
That's an example of one of the longest sentences in human history.
Why was Michael Fernando cast? Why was his role so not memorable? What happened to Hayden, to Nigel? Where are they now? I wanted to get to the bottom of it.
And they're here right now.
Here they are. Nigel, come in. Nigel,
if you'd invited them to my... It'd be very strange.
Now, Sam... Look,
we don't need to get into this, to be clear.
No, I think this is important because what I have noticed from you every time this pops up, every week we do this pod, is a discomfort. You're like a ghost in the afterlife that can't move on yet because you don't know the truth of why you didn't get this role, right? It lives within you.
I feel like I do.
No, it lives within you. It lives within you. You can't put it to bed. And I thought, if Sam knew the truth about why he was not cast that day, because what role did you get? Sorry, Ekitaki.
Oh, Enjolras.
Enjolras, yes.
No, Enjolras, the leader of the revolution.
Now,
hello,
because I think
French Revolution. Anyone?
Obviously, someone in the casting process saw something from you. Someone saw something. They just didn't see Jean Valjean. Now, why was that?
I don't know.
I've done some sleuthing this week, and I've actually gotten to the very bottom of this because I got in touch with
who?
The person who did the casting for Les Miserables all those years ago. This is 16 years ago. The head of music, I think, at our school, Dr. Daryl Barclay.
You didn't? Did you actually?
He was casting roles for this. He cast Michael Fernando in the role of Jean Valjean. I managed to track down Dr. Daryl Barclay and get in touch with him.
How many Daryl Barclays are there?
And I sent him a message out of the blue.
You can't have done this.
2:31 p.m. last week. I said, "Hi, Dr. Barclay.
No way.
Hope you're well. I have a question I wanted to ask you about a musical at St. Kevin's back in the day if you had a moment.
Oh my God.
Let me know. And no stress if you're busy. Now, Dr. Daryl Barclay is a busy guy. He's one of the smartest people I've ever known, a great teacher, and I believe he currently maybe semi-retired. I'm not sure, right? We're going back 15 years, 16 years here.
I cannot believe this.
But naturally, I have a way of connecting and a way of like reaching people. And
he's also he's a very responsive guy.
I got a message back a few hours later. Hi, Mike. I'm interstate at the moment, but I'll be back on Melbourne on Friday. But if you want to ask me via message, feel free. So I got straight to it because I wanted to clear this out of your conscience as quickly as possible.
You contacted
Dr. Daryl Barclay. I said, no problem, doctor.
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating. I still feel weird. We've talked about this, calling teachers by their first name. So I still call him doctor. No problem, doctor. Here's what I said. I'm not sure if you remember Sam Garlep.
Oh, of course he remembers me.
But we sometimes work together in the comedy world. Lately, we've been talking about the production of Les Miserables at St. Kevin's. And Sam really wanted to be cast as Jean Valjean. But it went to Michael Fernando. I was wondering if you had any insight on the casting process that I can tease Sam about why he didn't get cast.
No. Oh, so you've led him with tease?
No, sorry, I didn't say tease. I just said so that I can tell Sam about why he didn't get cast.
Oh God.
Now, it took over 24 hours for Dr. Daryl Barclay to get back to me, so I was worried that maybe he was like, this is a waste of my time.
He's going back to his audition notes.
But I think he was going back to his audition notes because I did get a message back at 5:56 p.m. on Friday. Simple message. And I'm...
Oh no.
What you're about to hear might hurt, but I think it means we can finally put this to bed.
I can't.
Because Dr. Barclay said, Mike, you ready? And actually, I'll preface this by, what do you think is the peak Jean Valjean song? What's the most important song? Because Dr. Barclay knows.
God on High.
God on High. It's not God on High.
One Day More.
It's not One Day More, according to...
Who am I?
It's not Who Am I?
The confrontation.
Do you feel confident that you could sing those three that you just said? Well,
now I can.
Okay. From what I remember,
oh no,
we had to find a boy who could sing "Bring Him Home."
Sorry, God on High is Bring Him Home.
Okay, sorry. We had to find a boy who could sing "Bring Him Home," which sits high in the voice in its original key, as securely and freely as possible. Michael Fernando was better at this than everyone else who tried, including Sam, who nevertheless made a very good Enjolras. He then attaches a photo of you front and center on stage as Enjolras, right next to you is Tom Craggs, who we heard on the pod last week, who is currently renovating my bathroom. Right next to Tom is Nigel Padawarin. That's a guy called Matthew Portelli, and that is Michael McFarlane. Behind him is Nick Lewin, and I thought that might be Charlie Lewin, his brother.
No, he's not in it.
That's not Charlie Lewin. He wasn't in it. Now, Sam, does that give you a little bit more of an indication straight from the horse's mouth? That's why you weren't cast, because you couldn't bring him home. And as in the exact words, I quote Dr. Darryl Barclay, Michael Fernando was better than this than any boy that tried, including Sam, who nonetheless made a good Enjolras, or who, I mean, I've never heard of Enjolras. I've also never heard of whatever character Tom said. But
You've never heard of any of them.
I've heard of Jean Valjean.
Oh, this is huge, and it has actually awakened something that I have been thinking throughout this whole process.
Yes,
is that because Bring Him Home was the audition song. And
it's all becoming clearer to me now. The puzzle pieces are just connecting up.
And this is him home. Oh my God, you'd never have made it. But you, okay. I actually said to you beforehand.
Yeah.
You played this off very well. I said, oh, you know who you could. I actually said to you before this. I was like, I'm not sure if you had if you've actually prepared anything. But I was like, it would have been good. I'm pretty sure Darryl Barclay held the auditions. And you, I don't know, you could contact him and you were like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was glad. That's acting.
And you actually had done it.
I'd already done it.
So you actually, you've got the acting chops.
Yeah.
But
so I could have, are you saying I could have been Jean Valjean?
Here's my excuse. Okay. I mean, here's my excuse. I knew I wanted to be the lead. I actually didn't know the musical back to front at that point.
Okay.
At all.
Do you just know it front to back?
So Bring Him Home.
Michael Fernando would have known it.
And Bring Him Home is in the second act. So I knew it front to back.
Because I actually remember, like, one of my not core memories, just a memory that I have is Michael Fernando showing me his iPod. His whole iPod. There was no, like, Green Day. There was no Eminem. It was
shopping.
It was musical scores.
Yeah, okay.
You know? So he was practicing. It was his life's work, you know?
And he obviously studied up, because I remember being in the audition room and I was like looking at this piece of music and I'm like, I can hardly read music. I don't think I'd even listen to the song.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I was like, God, I wonder what this sounds like as I'm about to have to sing it in front of people. Yeah. And I remember he sung it before me and I was like, oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, right.
I'm just trying to copy that.
Yeah.
Because now I know the tune. And yeah, it definitely wasn't my best. And I was like, if only this song, I was like, oh, if only it was one of these songs was the audition song, I could have done really well.
Yeah.
But now I realize, in hindsight, that was the point of the audition. To find the boy who could sing.
To find the boy, yeah.
And I think that with practice, I can sing it better.
Sure.
Not better than Michael Fernando.
I mean, it would be great to get Michael Fernando on the show.
No.
Bring him home.
It does.
Maybe that's maybe because I thought what I just did would have put it to sleep, but it does feel like there's still a fire.
Even when I was listening to, when I was blasting the soundtrack in the car the other day, you get to Bring Him Home, and I'm like,
it's a beautiful song,
and I'm just like, it's a bit high.
Wow. Okay, and you're mad enough to admit that. I think you know, like, and also for those who remember that's beautiful, by the way. Wow.
In my need, you have always been there.
And now I liked that, but also I can see why you didn't get it.
I'm so sorry. This is meant to be a Harry Potter podcast. Now, I cannot believe you contacted Dr. Barclay.
Well, and then for those who remember on Hamish and Andy, the bit about how I auditioned for the senior vocal ensemble with a Green Day song, I auditioned to Dr. Darryl Barclay.
Yeah.
And the song was Give Me Novocaine. And I was I don't know if you know that one, but it was very much like, take away the sensation inside. Yeah, good song. Give me Novocaine. I had severe anxiety at high school. I didn't want to be part of that. Okay. I couldn't talk to girls very well either. So, yeah. So that's me.
That's what you learn in the musical.
What, about how to talk to girls?
Yeah. Well, you have to. You just read the lines.
But don't you reckon most of the girls would have been fawning over Michael Fernando? Because he was also a good-looking guy.
Nah, they're all fawning over Nige.
Really? Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, with all that being said,
I just can't believe it.
but like to put it back to bring it back to Harry Potter, for there was 1,000 kids who auditioned for Harry Potter that didn't get it. Okay. Daniel Radcliffe is the Michael Fernando. There's a Sam Garlipp who has quite a successful little acting career on the side.
I was thinking it was like Harry was the chosen one and Neville was the one who like also could have been in the prophecy.
You could be a Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, should we go on to the fanfic?
No, I think I might just go drive off a bridge.
Okay. Sam, we pick up off the back of last week's chapter, which was the Derek commented. The commenters swooped in on Deathbird and Reapers and began attacking Derek, Dimmy, Frog Yentelstein, CJ, and Garth. We pick up at chapter 7, Sam. Which,
do you mind if I just text my hairdresser? No.
I guess so, yeah.
No, I'll text him.
Sam, chapter 7 begins now. Please, Sam, take it away by starting as we usually start, reading the title of the chapter. Take your time to get it right, because I know you didn't have that time and when you were auditioning for Les Mis, so I want you to make sure you get it right.
We usually begin by reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Chapter 7. Yeah. Chapter 7.
Yeah. So I noticed you went into falsetto there. Do you reckon Fernando could have hit those notes outside of falsetto?
Yes, but he also did go into falsetto, which parts of it you do, parts of it you don't.
Okay. Well, yeah. Cool.
So chapter 7.
Chapter 7.
The Purple Fabric.
Ooh. It's an interesting title.
Doesn't really...
The Purple Fabric.
Doesn't really grab me.
Doesn't really fab me. Fabric. Fab. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, you get it. All right, let's see what the Purple Fabric has to offer us this week on Harry Potter and the Boys. And by the time this episode comes out, your Comedy Fest show will be over, right? This episode is brought to you by Sam's Comedy Festival show. Sam Garlipp on Ice, comedyfestival.com.au. Type in Sam Garlipp, grab your tickets. They're selling fast. Don't miss out.
Amazing.
I'll be there.
Please come. I mean, if you want. The flight... Okay. Oh, wow.
What?
The flight home from Hawaii was a little awkward for Mr. Charger, who sat in economy while Voldemort had purchased business class tickets for himself and Gladys, who Voldemort had convinced to come home with him. So now that's one of the longest sentences.
So Voldemort has a partner now.
Gladys, who was one of the girls who they were just,
Yeah, hooking up in Hawaii, boys' night.
Wow, we haven't... This feels like a long time since we've seen the boys from Hawaii. Have they been on this trip this whole time? I guess
so, yeah. And interesting they're taking commercial flights.
Because
London to Hawaii is an interesting flight path, surely. Because you've got to go get all the way onto the other side. I reckon there's a stopover there.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's even stopover in not New York. Maybe you go London to LA. I don't know if anyone's done it.
How far does flu powder work, by the way? They use
can you flu anywhere?
I don't know.
Because I reckon Santa Claus flues around.
True.
Yeah. Flues around to all the chimneys. Anyway.
Okay,
so they're on a flight. Voldemort's paid big bucks for business class.
Yeah, for him and Gladys. Speaking of getting down chimneys.
That's cool.
Cool.
Getting down chimneys.
So Gladys had come home with Voldemort. Beryl was against this, but Gladys had decided to follow her heart.
Wow, that's beautiful of Gladys.
And they're younger than they sound, I believe. Like, they're not like...
Gladys and Beryl.
Yeah, they're not like geriatrics.
Yeah, well, Voldemort's like in his hundreds. So, he's certainly dating young.
Okay, so...
Even if they're 50, he's dating half his age,
The new Death Eaters, and an N, D, and E of New Death Eaters are all capitalized. So it's like
it's a thing.
Their titles.
It's a formal thing, yeah.
Like New England.
Yes.
The new Death Eaters gathered at Malfoy Manor.
Oh.
Old Lucius Malfoy still lived here.
Ah.
But he had dementia now and didn't really understand what was going on.
Okay. It's interesting because we don't really know what happened to Lucius after the events of the original books.
No. They kind of just, I don't know,
we see Malfoy in the epilogue with his son. We don't see Lucius. Is he still alive? Well, he is still alive based on this, but interesting.
I wonder if he's got a haircut. You're still growing yours out, trying to get to Lucius level. Do you want it Lucius length?
No, I want it Hagrid length.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but and that wide and
no, just length.
Okay.
Yeah.
That still is like down to that's below shoulder. Oh,
I wonder if Hagrid ever gets a haircut.
He must.
Just get one.
Oh, but to make it short.
Yeah.
Then I reckon if he got a haircut, he'd look a lot like Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's...
Who walked past me the other day at the airport, actually.
Oh, wait a minute. It was Robbie Fox. Sorry. You see, after the Battle of Hogwarts, Narcissa Malfoy was traumatized by what they had been through.
That's Draco's mum.
She always felt as though their involvement with Voldemort was wrong.
Wow, okay.
While they tried to pick up their lives, within about a year, Narcissa had decided to leave Lucius.
Wow.
She had died about 3 years ago peacefully.
Okay. That's a nice resolution for Narcissa.
I guess so, but why didn't you just introduce her to us in book 1? We would have got to see what she's up to.
Yeah, because 3 years ago.
She's like, we just missed her. We just missed her.
We just missed her.
Well.
That's funny.
On the other hand, their son Draco quickly broke contact with his mother and father after the war.
Wow,
we know what he got up to.
He's the school psychologist, isn't he?
Well, I guess we know where he ends up. We don't know what happened in between. He was even more traumatized. His father constantly pressured him into helping bring the Dark Lord back. But Draco was convinced it was finally over and he could be free. He spent the next few years after the war trying to heal his mental wounds and shake off his past. He had attempted to apologize and make amends with many. Not just Potter, but Weasley and Granger too.
And that sounds like he's saying that. Because like the narrator would say, not just Harry, but Hermione and Ron too. It's like Weasley and Granger.
Yeah,
true.
Not just Potter, but Weasley.
And it does feel like, from what we've seen of Malfoy, it seems like he's like good now. Like he's not a bad guy. But who knows? Who really knows?
I mean, he's become a psychologist. All the crazy ones do.
Yeah.
Nope, just joking, kind of.
Who's joking?
Probably another character in this bloody stupid book. While Harry Potter was able to forgive Draco, Ron and Hermione always found it more difficult to have a relationship with him.
That's fair. But it's good that Harry forgave Draco, I think. You know, that's the goodness of Harry.
I kind of think that Hermione would come round. I don't think Ron would, but I thought Hermione would come round.
But I reckon maybe Hermione's got a bit of Ron standing over her shoulder going, don't come round. Fuck this guy.
True.
Yeah.
And because Ron would be like, he's like, he knows that there was a certain attraction between.
Yeah, and he's
Draco
like,
and
I've read the fan fictions.
It'd be weird if he's,
I know there's a lot of Hermione.
I know them back to front.
Yeah.
And I do not. That would just be such
in The Cursed Child, there's an alternate history where Ron ends up with Padma Patil.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, maybe you weren't paying attention. Maybe that's why you didn't get the role of Jean Valjean.
It was. I didn't do any research beforehand. Nevertheless, in time, he learned all about mental well-being and health and vowed to spend his days helping other students who found themselves lost.
Oh.
That's where he studied in magipsychology and eventually approached Harry about becoming the school psychologist.
That's a nice little origin-ish story for Malfoy, since
I guess. Lucius and Draco have not spoken since the years after the war, and Lucius was left alone, his mind slowly crippling. He was completely unaware that the Dark Lord was back.
Okay. So he just sort of sits there in his house.
Just thinking, we should bring that Dark Lord back sometime.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
Remember when I gave that
How
girl
old
that
would
diary?
he be? He'd be, what? If he was I reckon he was in his 40s during the mid to late 40s during the original run.
Oh.
This is 50 years later, so he'd be nearly 100.
Was he the same? Was he the same age as?
I reckon he was
James and Lily.
So
Potter?
I reckon actually, because there's a flashback scene where Snape is sorted into Slytherin, and he sees Lucius Malfoy, who's a prefect, which would make Lucius 5 or 6 years older than Snape.
Therefore, probably actually mid
30s?
Mid to late 30s.
Mid to late 30s. Okay, so he'd still be 80. 90 at this point. Which, okay.
So it actually checks out for once.
Yeah.
It all checks out. Voldemort began showing Gladys around the house. This is you, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I was actually thinking like cinema kind of room in here, and actually thought down here could be like sort of like a gym kind of area. Actually think last time we didn't have a gym or anything, so I couldn't work out. And I think that's sort of what ended up stopping me from winning against Harry and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, in their kitchen, I've had Winston restock the fridge with everything, so there's heaps of beer and stuff.
Mr. Charger, who was carrying all of the luggage and standing at the door, said, What?
I asked you before we got on the flight to restock the fridge. Remember?
Voldemort said.
Remember?
Yes. And then we got on a flight and just got here, Mr. Charger said.
That was your best ever Mr. Charger read. That was spot on.
Wow, I didn't even know. I didn't overthink it.
Okay, so then we got on a flight and just got here. Oh.
Voldemort winced.
You imagine he's looking over at Gladys. So there's no beer at the moment?
No, there's not, Voldemort. Mr. Charger said, growing increasingly annoyed by Voldemort. Wow,
I'm feeling the tension here.
Oh, yeah, cool.
You just moved a page backwards.
Yeah, just to check. Yeah, just to check.
Okay.
Sometimes I go, this has been such a random turn of events. Have we skipped a page?
Okay.
We haven't. It just changed.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's no beer here.
Yeah, cool.
There's not Voldemort.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Winston, could I please see you over here for a second?
Voldemort said. The two stepped to the side and Voldemort shut a sliding door in the pantry of the kitchen for a little bit of privacy.
Hey, so just, I'm trying to make things look really cool for Gladys, and I know you're trying. I really get that, but I don't feel like you delivered this time, and I just wanted to I don't want to have these conversations. I know you don't want to have these conversations. It's just like, I need you to lift with stuff like this.
Voldemort said.
Is that fair?
Well, not really, because I was on the plane just like you. Like I physically couldn't be here before you to get the fridge stocked, Mr. Charger said.
Okay. Yep. Oh, I see what's happened here. I think there's a miscommunication. So, Winston, I need you to be creative, Like email or something. Email someone. Or, jump on the phone. Get stuff happening. We're never going to be able to take over unless we have initiative, Winston. I'm only telling you this stuff because you're my best guy, You're my best guy, and I need you to be full on in attack mode while I do my planning stuff, okay? Let's leave this one in the past, okay?
Voldemort said. Now, I think we've all had a boss like this. They're like, there's literally no way we could do that. Yeah. Well, you find a way.
And you're my best guy.
You might.
I remember my psychology teacher at school, I did got a lower mark on one of the tests that he thought, and he was like, I'm counting on you to get a really high score at the end of the year. You're one of my best guys.
Wow.
I'm counting on you. And I'm like, sorry.
Well, I think I feel like I'd ask, or maybe most teachers, but it really
reflects on your teaching.
I feel like our school, they did a lot of data on, okay, what did your class get? What did your class get? And they would really go, well, your class only got...
Yes. Because the way it works is in year 12... your final score for each subject is out of 50. And at our school, it was you want as many scores over 40 as possible because that's top.
And because they use that then they sell that to people trying to come to the school. They go, oh,
look how many scores over 40 we got.
Yeah.
And my psych teacher, who was a great guy, by the way, but he was like, I'm counting on you to be my 44, 45 guy.
Was it Billsma?
Yeah. Lovely dude. Lovely dude. And I'm counting on you to be my 45. I'm like, yeah. Okay, I was trying, and I did get 45. So, yeah.
Sure, I beat you on psychology.
I doubt it.
Because he didn't say that to me, and yet...
What did you get in psychology?
I think I got 47. It was my best subject.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Wow.
Unless I'm misremembering that.
I got 48 in IT.
Okay, the people who did IT were farming for scores. You do IT, you get a 48.
No, you do not.
They hand you a 48.
Oh, get out of town. They do not. It's hard.
Well, funny you say that. I've actually contacted your old IT teacher. I sent him a message during the week.
Here's what he had to say.
Mike who? Anyway. Okay. He's like, I taught IT. I was high that whole time.
All right.
Okay. Also, in a way... Voldemort, because you've said, the fridge wasn't stocked, and you get creative. Email someone or make a call. you've kind of foreseen Uber Eats.
Yeah. I love every time I'm hungry, I just send an email to Uber Eats. Hey guys, bring me pizza.
You hadn't thought of apps yet at this point.
Yeah.
Whereas
it's very
it
old
was in
school.
your brain.
Interesting though.
Online, bring it to my door.
Very interesting that Voldemort, a notorious Muggle hater, is embracing these Muggle technologies as well.
That's true.
And I do feel like Voldemort as a character thus far is very similar to how Harry is written. And I often I'm jealous of you because you get to read Harry because he gets a lot of the fun lines.
Yeah, and now I'm just bloody Mr. Charger.
Yeah. The dynamic between Charger and Voldemort is very similar to Harry and Neville.
It's like me, like, hey, we've made this success. How do we do this again? But
yeah. It's like Family Guy and American Dad.
Yeah,
it's a very similar dynamic. Okay,
leave this in the past. Voldemort said, "Okay, Voldemort, no worries." Mr. Charger said,
"Now bring my luggage up to the master bedroom and drop down and give me 10."
Voldemort said, smiling. Okay, which should I do first? Winston said.
The 10.
Voldemort said. Okay, Winston said, dropping down and starting to do push-ups.
What are you doing?
Voldemort said. I'm giving you 10 push-ups, Mr. Charger said.
Okay, I see what's happened here. I meant 10 blowies.
Voldemort said.
It's one after the other.
Wow.
Oh,
Mr. Charger said.
You know what? The moment's gone.
Gone.
Just take the luggage upstairs.
I think the moment we gone after at least one. At least just one. Voldemort said. Mr. Charger took the luggage.
Yeah, considering he was getting ready for 10. And he's like, I don't even want one now.
Yeah, wow. And what? They're just in the... Anyway, whatever. Mr. Charger took the luggage and slowly made his way up the stairs. Voldemort told Gladys to make herself at home. And she sat down on the large black leather couch and turned the TV on to Friends.
Oh, man, I love this show.
Voldemort said,
I'm such a Chandler.
I think if you say you're Chandler, you're not Chandler.
Did Harry not say this exact thing of the last book? I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Oh, God.
In the words of Taylor Swift, I think I've seen this film before.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm such a Chandler.
Why is he... And specifying the large black leather couch is just funny. He walked out... Oh, so this is Voldemort. He walked out, used the bathroom, and looked around to make sure none of the others were watching. He walked down into the basement of the house into a secret area he had blocked off using a particular magical locking spell.
Oh, okay. Reserare secreta,
he said, with a wave of his wand, and like a light was turning on, dark magical objects began to appear on the table in front of him.
Ooh.
Okay. Curiously, Voldemort inspected some books, quills, and newspaper clippings, but then turned his attention onto a purple piece of fabric that lay on the desk in front of him.
Now, where is your mind going?
My mind is going to lunch. I'm thinking I'm going to have a focaccia.
Okay, well, I'll keep reading. I'll get this one finished off for you. I was actually also thinking about lunch. It's getting to that time of day.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
All right, well, let's keep reading.
What's it going to be about? I don't know.
It won't be long now.
Voldemort started.
Okay, now this is... Have you read the next line?
I'm going to read. Read the next one line, yeah.
Okay. My 7 servants are nearly ready.
That's the book title.
And once they've all properly awoken, no one will be able to defeat me. And some walk amongst them, walking in the shrouds of darkness and...
He was interrupted by a knock at the door. So, wow. Okay.
So this is the 7 servants, obviously, the title of the book.
Sorry. He was wrong. Hang on.
So I'm going to just say my part.
Okay.
The purple fabric is the name of the chapter.
Yes. Okay.
I'm thinking of how we've thought about that the 7 servants are Horcruxes or something like that. And we know that Professor Quirrell wore a purple turban. That's the world my mind is going into.
Even though it is purpley. I never think about it. I was thinking of like a Cadbury chocolate purple, whereas this is a different. I guess it's more of a different color of purple, and that's why I didn't.
In your mind, it was a different shade of purple.
Yeah. So
were you more like a Barney the Purple Dinosaur?
Yeah.
Or okay, that is a lighter purple.
Yeah, so that
fair,
just
yeah.
to me, I'm like, well, they feel like he's going to do it like a magic trick, but not in their magic.
He's
like
going to do the trick
magician's.
where you pull out all the handkerchiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, he was interrupted by a knock at the door.
Sorry, my lord. Just wondering, do you want to do pizza or fish and chips for dinner tonight? Mr. Charger asked.
The last this would be great writing.
Yeah.
The last chapter, did it not end with Mr. Deathbert saying we should get pizza? Now, wouldn't it be great if in the next chapter they meet at the pizza shop?
That would be great.
Okay.
Mr. Charger asked with 2 menus and a phone in his hand. So, just quickly,
yes.
what is funny about this to me is that he walked into a secret basement, a secret area blocked of using. Sorry, well, I know you're in your secret area, but do you want
Yeah. Okay, so do you want pizza or fish and chips? Again, 2 things here. I have asked in the past, does Voldemort eat? Does Voldemort go to the toilet? Both of these have been confirmed. It said he went to the bathroom and now they're ordering dinner. So it's just interesting to confirm. Voldemort responds, I wouldn't mind a curry lamb.
Voldemort said, gritting his teeth irritatingly.
Oh, no, it's more like because he's in his private space.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. Curry doesn't do delivery, so I'll just have to go get it. But no worries at all, my lord. Mr. Charger rolling his eyes.
So tense.
Curry doesn't do. That's great. Maybe a lamb. Maybe a vindaloo. Maybe?
At this point in time,
Rogan Josh.
There was a point, at least in Australia, where like the only thing you could get delivered was pizza.
Yeah, not fish and chips.
Maybe Chinese.
Yeah.
Would Chinese deliver back in the day?
Maybe they would, yeah.
But it wasn't a thing. Other than getting a pizza delivered to the door, you
Yeah.
would never get it. I still remember when Macca's became Uber Eatsable.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, you can order Macca's to your house
Yeah.
now. Unbelievable.
Yeah. How annoyed do you think it was? Or do you think for like 20 years, pizza shops were like, okay, we need to keep this on. If someone, if they figure out they can deliver other foods, we are fucked. Because anyone who wants to not leave the house, they get pizza.
Because to be fair, pizza does lend itself to delivery more in its pack. Like, you know, getting a ramen delivered is not the same experience. Getting a laksa delivered, you know, it's just not the same.
But they do it now.
They do it, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Okay. He has to go pick up the curry. Oh, okay.
Yep, straight to it.
Very soon, my next servant will awake.
He held the purple fabric up to his face and smelled it.
Also, were you going to say he said that some walk amongst them or something?
Yeah, that was... Yeah. So that just says to me...
Harry?
No, just some secret other person.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Deathbird. Chaz. He then pulled a pair of large curtains aside, and what was revealed would have horrified anyone who came into the room and saw it, which is why it is so difficult for me, the narrator, to describe it.
Wow.
3 massive vats lay upright. I wouldn't call them laying then if they're laid upright. They're just kind of
standing.
3 massive vats lay upright, all filled with a strange white, cummy kind of oozing liquid.
Well, that checks out with the last chapter because then maybe it's Voldemort's taken control of the Commentors and is using their harvesting powers in his sick experiment.
Jesus wept.
It's a short sentence, man. Use describing words.
Okay. Inside each of the vats was what could only be described as a blank body. That's creepy.
Now, you miss everything, don't you? Who else had a blank body?
The Master.
Keep reading. It's interesting.
It's hard to think and read at the same time. I'm just going to say that.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize.
The shape and to keep on looking at everyone that goes into your backyard. Notifications. There we go.
Garage motion detected. Hey, every time one of those notifications comes up, it means my bathroom is getting renovated. No, so that's good.
No, it means I keep forgetting something in the car. Yeah. Like, we need a spanner for this? Yeah, okay, get a spanner. And a screw. We need a screwdriver for this. Oh.
All right.
I left the spanner when I got the screwdriver. Okay, a large blank body. The shape of an adult human body, but completely empty. except for one of them, which had begun to take more of a shape, showing a human penis and a round, bald male head. Okay. The other two bodies were featureless and empty, bubbling away in the cummy goo. It appeared as though they were being grown in order to be, quote, born. But they were adults. This reminds me of the vat they're in, kind of remind me of the Matrix. When he comes
that's
out
not
of the
what I was going to say.
When he comes out of the Matrix and you're actually plugged into these.
Yeah. I was going to say it reminds me of Pokemon, the first movie, when they're cloning all the Pokemon and they're all in these vats and they like ooze out.
Well, that's probably what you got it from.
Yeah, because I don't think I'd seen the Matrix.
Okay, well, I like that.
And the round, bald male head, to me, says... what I think is happening is he is, like, creating vessels for himself in the form of people that maybe he has had a connection with in the past. That's where the purple fabric is coming in. Well, yeah, possibly.
Do you think Quirrell's nickname... Would you call him, like, Q or something?
No, I call him Quizzer.
Quizzer?
Quizzer!
Quizzy.
Yeah.
Quizzy Longstockings.
And then I do remember in the last book, I can't remember the context, but there was a chapter where they were looking through some documents and there was a picture of Professor Quirrell and Mad-Eye Moody or something like that. See?
Yes, yep.
Footprints get left in the sand, Sam.
Wow.
Footprints are always left in the sand.
And when I looked around and there was only one set of footprints, I'm like, where were you? well, my child, those are my footprints. I was carrying you.
Michael Fernando walked in Jean Valjean's footprints. Maybe you will one day too. Let's keep going.
Okay.
You know what I reckon? When we do our next live show, you've got to perform Bring Him Home. I think that's what we've got to do. We've got to give you your dream. We've got to get you a costume of Jean Valjean.
Do we invite Daryl? And he can finally maybe make...
We invite Daryl.
Dr. Daryl Barclay.
You'll notice that when I got in touch with Dr. Daryl Barclay, I didn't mention that we do a Harry Potter fan fiction podcast because I thought he'd think it was stupid, which he probably does. All right.
That's true. I actually don't want him seeing the rest of it.
If
he could come along for 5 minutes.
Maybe we just video it and send it to him.
Yeah, that's a good
idea.
Yeah. God, I better start training. Voldemort looked at the most developed body.
This fool thought that death could finally separate me and him.
He smirked, and evil smirk, with his disgusting yellowing teeth.
Little did he know that once you let Lord Voldemort in, he owns you forever, even beyond death.
Actually, you wrote for space ever.
Forever.
Okay. Voldemort laughed hysterically while tightly clutching the purple fabric. I'm so sorry, but the curry place is closed, Mr. Charger said, interrupting. And what the fuck is that? Actually, it wasn't really a question. You said, and what the fuck is that?
And you'd think Mr. Charger would know of Voldemort's plans, but clearly only Voldemort is aware. Wow. He has this secret section. Yeah.
Voldemort stormed over, slapped Winston in the face, slammed the door and yelled,
"Just get the pizza!
Just get pizza!
Just get pizza!"
Again, there's a spell, there's a secret room.
Yeah, but anyone can just wander in.
So the curry place is closed. What the hell is that?
End of chapter. What a read.
Wow.
I'm liking this book so far more than the other books.
There's something about them,
it might be the Jean Valjean stuff because that's been fun.
I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
But I guess, wow, we finally got a closure on that in a way. But yet,
guys,
I still...
Next time at the live show, I am calling it now, Sam is going to do his rendition of Bring Him Home. And there will be a special guest. Will it be Michael Fernando? We might never know about that. That is all from me.
Now I just want some Nando's. I think we also said Ryan Shelton would be at this live show. So,
it's going to be a big show. Goodbye, amores. Do you reckon you're up to that? Bring him home.
I'm going to train.
Him home.
Bring him home. Oh, no, I need to train.
Oh my God,
that was terrible.